challenge! What's up, everybody? My name is Grant Iflander. I am a part of the BridgingStars community group, and I am a yoga instructor, and I have an extreme passion for yoga, and I'd like to share that with the community. But now, the reason yoga is so powerful at healing is it integrates those three things: the mind, the body, and the spirit. And we live our lives as human beings seeking pleasure and running from pain. Those are the two things, those are our two objectives in life. And what yoga does is it enables us to find comfort regardless of the situation, and to find what we want in what we're doing. And a great quote for that is, free will is not doing whatever you want. Free will is finding what you want in what you're doing. And that is why I also say the way that you practice yoga is the way that you practice life. What you do on the mat is what you do off the mat. And I'm getting bit by ants, and I'm okay with that because they're only doing what their level of consciousness allows them to do. And I'm, of course, standing nearby them, so I'm reaping the benefits of that. For this week's challenge, we'll focus on what I've been really trying to incorporate. What I have been incorporating a lot of in my practice is that of balance, and just finding balance in all of the things that I do, and knowing and listening to the inner voice that guides us to make the correct decisions, because I believe that through balance we're able to be present, and we don't allow our minds to create this false sense of, oh, I should do this, I should do that, or I want to do this, or I desire this. And balance is all about, again, being present to the moment and knowing what is truly best for yourself, for your capital S self.
Asana time!
We're going to work on Vriksasana, tree pose, and this is something that I'd like everyone to practice in the morning when they wake up. This is a great grounding and balancing pose. Everyone's usually familiar with tree pose, Vriksasana, although I'll walk you through it. You'll start lifting your right heel off the ground with your toes on the ground, and you can place the flat of your foot on your lower shin or above your thigh. Just make sure that your foot is not on your knee. Okay, so not across the knee, it's either on the shin or on the thigh. Now I'll choose to stay on the inner thigh here, and what you really want to focus on is grounding down through that foot by extending through the leg. So think about pushing the pelvis forward and squeeze this foot into your thigh. And what that's going to do is allow this pelvis, because what a lot of times people are leaning forward and they're kind of wobbly in tree pose, and to find and strike the balance, you really have to engage the glute, engage through the heel, ground down into that foot, tuck the tailbone, find any mudra you like. I like the Anjali mudra, and then gaze at one point. That would be called your dristi, your focal point. Just find somewhere off in space that you can gently focus your eyes on. Allow your hands to come to heart center, or you can grow the tree if you'd like. And what we'll do here is we'll just hold for 8 breaths. So ground down through all 4 corners of that standing leg, and activate your Ujjayi pranayama. That's your oceanic sounding breath. So you're inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Make both the inhale and the exhale audible. And just find a steady point as you find your balance. We're going to hold for 8 breaths. Again, once we finish on one side, we'll lift up and repeat on the left, or with the left leg lifted, I'm sorry, right leg standing. Again, find your dristi, your focal point. Activate your Ujjayi pranayama. Relax the face. Relax the space between the eyebrows. Really lift up through the crown of the head. Allow the heart to open. Ground down through that heel. Relax. Gently place your foot back together. Now the important part of this pose is to really not rush anything. So you'll find, and the reason I've chose this as the challenge for the week is because you'll find when your mind is distracted or you're thinking about your day, and it's specifically beneficial in the morning for this, is that you'll be off balance, and you really are forced to be as present as possible in that pose and as present as possible with your gaze and your breath to find the balance. Now, if you're able to, and holding it for 8 breaths without losing your balance, you will find a reflection of this in your day. And that's why I'm bringing this challenge to you, because I see the benefit that it has brought to my own life, and I'd like to share that with everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, and now for the asana part, like where you show the asana, we need a cool transition for that too.
Okay.
Asana time. I don't know. Oh.
Asana time.
Yes, that's it. Okay, one more time.
Asana time.
That's it. That's awesome. Those will work.